Good morning, guys. It's Tuesday. Hope everyone had a nice weekend. I know I did. Today's shave, I'm going to be using a new product I've never used, Catie's Bubbles. And it's called Le Piment de la Vie. It's a French-style soap, and it means, in French, it means the spice of life. I'm going to be pairing that up with Soap Commander Endurance, which is a classic spice aftershave balm. And my razor today is going to be the Boker Tree Brand 5/8 round tip with brown canvas micarta scales. My brush, which has been soaking, is the RubberSet 200-4 that I restored and put a 28mm silvertip badger knot in it from the Golden Nib. So I've had my soap blooming. I'm going to, I've already showered. I'm just going to use some of the bloom water on my face. It's delightful, the smell, by the way. That bloom water is, it's got all the aromatics popping out of it. And very nice. Very nice. This soap is, it's like earthy. It smells sweet to me. And it's got, I believe it's got cloves, ginger, nutmeg, and cinnamon in it. I'm not sure what else there is, but I think that's what's in there. And spicy. I'm gonna use my brush, pull the lather. It's a mild scent to me. Even after it's bloomed, it's mild. You can definitely smell the cloves and the cinnamon and the ginger for sure. But it's definitely a mild scent. If I had to rate it for scent strength, I would probably give it a 5. So I got pretty good load there going. And I'm going to work that in, build a lather. Okay, definitely lathers quick. It didn't take me but maybe 30 seconds to load the brush. And about the same time to actually build a decent lather. If you guys can see, it's pretty stout. I mean, this brush has a 28mm silver tip knot in it, so this thing goes crazy with the load. Very nice. So I believe I had a pretty good edge on this razor to start. So all I did to it was 25 round trips on the canvas and about 45 round trips on the leather. I'm just drying my hands off. And let's get this shave on the way. Remember, always stretch nice and tight. Very nice. I had a fantastic meetup this weekend. Mini honing session and wet shave talk with a couple of the guys from the group from South Florida Wet Shavers. Our March meetup is coming up quick. March is going to be here in no time. I know that we have wet shavers throughout Florida. Our group, which I'm very proud of, by the way, just hit 100 members. 100 members. I thought that was fantastic. And what makes it special is our 100th member is Adele, the owner of Dell's Barbershop in Weston, in our local area. And Adele comes from a barbering background and is a local. And it's very exciting to have some new blood. I mean, he's a barber. You can go into his shop. He does hot shaves, hot towel shaves, and he has a beautiful shop. I can't wait to go see him. And Adele, because he was the 100th member to join, we're giving him a little gift of PAA CAD. Nice soap. And I imagine since Adele is a barber, he's going to know exactly what to do with that soap. So we're going to talk to Adele, and I'm going to try to have a meeting with him maybe this coming week. Talk to him about maybe sponsoring some of our stuff. We'll have to see. We'll see how it goes. You know, he's new to the area, and we're a fairly new group, only a year old. So we're going to see where we can get with that. Wow, super, super awesome. I sent out a small poll on our Facebook page because I'd like to know where everybody's located in Florida, so we can try to put together some smaller meetups, or maybe 2 a year or 3 a year that are bigger, that we can incorporate all the different areas into. I mean, I'm seeing 100 members in our group, and I'm seeing about 15 or 20 guys that actually participate, other than vendors. Oh, I caught myself right there under my ear. Look at that. That doesn't happen too often, but you know, it happens. I mean, we are dealing with sharp objects here, right? You know, that's going to happen. So in between each pass, when I have a towel here that I keep on my counter, in between each pass, I take my razor and I close it and I put it back on the towel. And the reason I'm just telling you this is because, you know, you can accidentally, if you put your razor down on your countertop, and I'm just wiping off because of that. There we go. If you accidentally put your razor down on the countertop open in between passes, what could happen is you could drop your razor onto the tile floor if you have tile in your bathroom. And then what happens to your razor? Well, you take the risk of breaking, chipping the blade, being open. For sure, those scales are going to get cracked. I mean, if they're wood, you have a better chance, but majority of them are going to crack right by where the pivot pin is. So that's almost a given, guys. So what I'm trying to say is, okay, take really good care of your razors, because the whole idea of having razors, like with me, having so many of them, is that I want the ability I want to shave with these for 40 more years, and or until I can't shave anymore with a straight razor. I mean, you never know when that'll be, but yeah, that's what I'd like to do. I'd like to be able to do that. So if I don't take really good care of my razors, same thing applies to your strop. You have to make sure that your strop is taken care of. You might have to condition the leather every so often, which I do, and clean the leather and condition it. They can start to get gnarly looking if you don't take care of your equipment. So I think it's really important. They're an investment. You know, you spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on equipment. You want to keep it up, make sure it's in good condition. Very nice. All right, we're coming to the end. So I got a little, like a pimple right back there under my ear. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I had a neck job done. I had gastric bypass surgery a number of years ago, and I was 500 pounds and I lost a bunch of weight. And because of that, I had a huge gobble neck. So I had a plastic surgery done years ago where they tightened up the muscles underneath my neck. And there's a couple of spots under my skin over here, divots that pop out that are where they actually left the sutures inside my neck. And right behind my ear here and there, sometimes I catch it because that's the spot where they sewed it up. And it's you know, that happens. Even to the best of us, right? With a round tip razor. You know, I still nick myself. But that's because that blade is, just like I said, it's a razor, guys. That's what's going to happen. Whether you use a DE or whatever, you can nick yourself. Okay, so Boker Tree Brand 5/8 round tip with the brown canvas micarta scales. And always keep your razor closed. You know, then clean it and put it back away properly. Beautiful, beautiful brush, which is my RubberSet 200-4. And now we're going to take a look. Check this out. So there is a ton of stuff left. And this, of course, is Catie's Bubbles. Very nice. Let me wash off. Okay. And this is Catie's Bubbles, Le Piment de la Vie, the spice of life in French. And it's a French style soap. I believe because of the label, I have like an earlier edition of the soap. I'm not sure if it's the same formula as the new one. I don't have the new one, so I wouldn't know. But if you do have it, let me know what you think. And of course, we're going to finish up with some balm. I like to use my Endurance, which is a classic spice. This has a little, I think, a little bit of menthol in it, but overall, it's just fantastic. It's got a nice spice scent to it. Very nice, guys. I hope you got something from my shave. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Don't forget to tell your friends to subscribe to my page. And guys, have a great shave.